Hey, what's up? It's the Game Time Guide, and today I'm going to be talking about Trae Young and basically about all the hate that he's been getting so far this season. And I'm explaining to you why he's actually underrated now. So basically, all this hate sort of came out of nowhere when Steve Nash commented on one of the things Trae Young does to draw fouls, which is basically sort of this. He'll like jump back into the defender. Like if he'll come around a screen or something, and the defender will be on his back, and he'll sort of jump up in the air, and the defender's momentum sort of carries him into him, and they'll bump into him, and then Trae ends up getting 2 shots at the line. But that was just the thing that Steve Nash commented on. He basically said that's not basketball, and it sort of triggered a lot of people getting mad about Trae's flopping, I guess. He leads, I mean, not leads, he's second in the league in free throws behind Joel Embiid. And people say that Trae Young's ruining the game, which honestly is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. One thing is, if the refs are going to call it, then why on earth would Trae not go for the fouls? I mean, if that move where he jumps back is working and it is getting him to the line consistently, then why would he not do it? That's just stupid. Like, blame it on the refs. I mean, say the refs are ruining the game, but Trae's gonna. Why would you not want 2 free points? It's just stupid how they're blaming that on Trae. Like, you would do it too. And another thing is, it's kind of inconsistent the way they get mad at Trae for flopping. All elite players flop. Every single one of them. You can't name one elite player that doesn't flop. Like, where's LeBron's hate for flopping? He does it all the time. What about Harden? I mean, they do it just as much. And 3, he's a very small guard, so he's going to have to do what he can to get points. And if that's flopping, then it is what it is. And that's just how it is for him to get points. And it seems as if now that people are all mad about the flopping and all that from Trae, every single flaw he has is just being thrown out into the daylight. Things that didn't matter last year and the year before are basically what kept him out of the All-Star game this year, because he's averaging pretty much the same stats. Now, the main thing is the defense. Obviously, Trae Young does not play defense, but that's not like some new thing. Like, he's never played defense. We all know that. He didn't play it last year when he was a starter in the All-Star game. And even if that's valid enough and it eliminates everything he does on offense because he plays no defense, then that energy needs to be kept for everybody. For example, Jokic, he plays maybe the most important defensive position in basketball, plays 0 defense. Another example is Isaiah Thomas back in 2017 when he was getting all that hype, MVP candidate. And nobody cared about defense then. I mean, nobody cared what he was doing. He wasn't doing anything. He's like 5'9" or something like that. Everybody loved him. And another thing that people will tell you, they'll be like, Trae's inefficient, so he's not even that good of a scorer. And the thing is, Trae doesn't even have that bad of efficiency. It's not amazing, but it's definitely not bad for a guard who's averaging 26 points a game and shoots the ball like 18 times. Yeah, he's at 43% from the field, 38% from 3, and 88% from the line, which isn't even that bad. It's pretty much the exact same as Damian Lillard. So when people bring it up as a negative for Trae, it just makes them sound dumb, They haven't even looked it up. They're just saying things. Like I said, the percentages aren't even that bad. And Damian Lillard has the exact same ones. Now, the last thing that the casual fan will tell you about Trae and why he sucks, they'll tell you that the Hawks suck, so Trae sucks. Because they'll be like, he's just stat padding. Like, his stats don't mean anything. Which I guess I get where they're coming from, because the Hawks are like 16-20 right now. They're not a great team. But, I mean, plenty of stars play for bad teams. Bradley Beal plays for the Wizards. They suck. Russell Westbrook also plays for them. Devin Booker played for the Suns, who have been horrible every single year. And then I guess now they're not horrible. But still, like, come on. Everybody loved Devin Booker. And now they're being like, oh, he's a winner now just because he gets Chris Paul on his team. I put Chris Paul on the Hawks, guarantee you they're an elite team as well. Or I wouldn't say elite, but they're a winning team. And the Hawks really have been dealing with countless injuries this year, and it kind of makes it hard for Trae to win with a supporting cast that's just so thin. I mean, DeAndre Hunter's been hurt, Cam Reddish has been hurt, Capella's missed a few games. Who else? Bogdanovich missed games, Gallinari missed games. Everybody's been in and out. But on the court, even with all that, on the court, like when Trae Young is on the court, the Hawks are a very solid team. They can compete with anybody pretty much when he's on the court. But the problem is when Trae Young is not on the court, and it's been Rondo most of the time, sometimes Brandon Goodwin, they've just been horrible. The drop-off between Trae and the backups is just so bad. So I just don't know how you can blame the Hawks. I mean, and that's the reason they lose games, is because their bench, it just struggles so much. And so I don't really know how you can blame it on Trae for something he literally cannot control, because he cannot play all 48 minutes every single night. So basically, that's why this is just so weird to me, because, I mean, Trae Young was one of the most liked young stars in the league last year, and now he's maybe one of the most hated players in the league. I mean, there's just constant Trae Young slander. A guy who averages 27 and 10 should automatically be a top 20 to 25 player, at least, right? But people are saying he's not even top 30, which just doesn't, like, why? I mean, I'm not really going to go into the All-Star, him being a snub and all that, because All-Star is different. It's a different game. I mean, if you're going to put Trae Young in the game, who are you going to take out? Ben Simmons? Ben Simmons has been great as well. You're going to take out who? That's just a different story. I do think he should have been an All-Star. I'll tell you all that. But whatever. We'll just move on from that. Anyways, Trae Young's underrated. Don't believe that he's overrated and he's trash just because some idiots on NBA Twitter told you that he's ruining the game. Anyways, comment down below your thoughts on the situation. And that's going to be it for the video. Peace out. Hey, what's up? It's the game.